This video is the last in our series on how to create and use Google Forms to grade quizzes. So this last video will walk you through how to use the add-on Flubaroo to quickly grade your student responses on your quiz that you've created. So I am in my quiz and I'm going to click on responses, and so now I have my responses here. Again, it's not the most useful, this visual piece, because it's not connecting that Allison and Keskamaki go together, and I can't really see who has answered which question. So again, when you're looking at something where you're actually going to be assessing what students are doing, this isn't the most useful view. So I'm going to click on the Google Sheet, so now I can actually see my responses in a Google Sheet. So in order to actually have Flubaroo grade this, we have to install it, and it's what's known as an add-on. And you can see right in your sheet that you have add-ons as an option on your menu. So when I click on add-ons, I'm going to choose Get Add-ons, and it will automatically bring up a whole bunch of them, but you can quickly search for them. So I'm going to search for Flubaroo, and it will bring up Flubaroo. I'm going to click on the little plus sign to add it. And it's going to ask me if Flubaroo would like to do all of these things, and I'm going to say allow. And now I have Flubaroo installed. So I'm going to go ahead and close out of this. Okay, so now to actually use Flubaroo to grade, I will go back up to add-ons, and the first thing I have to do is enable the add-on to work. So I'll say grade assignment, and then it will say we need to enable. And to grade the options, it gives us some choices. Okay, so Flubaroo is pretty smart and says, what is your first name? What is your last name? It's understanding that these are identifier questions, so it's automatically saying we're probably not going to grade this, but if we wanted to change that, we could. Normal grading would just be like, we're giving it a normal grade. Skip grading, maybe if you had like an extra credit question or a question that you just wanted to see if kids were understanding but you didn't want it to count in their grade, you could do that. And then the grade by hand option is similar to the skip grading, where you would actually go in and read through those and you could adjust their scores. You might want to use that grade by hand option for your more long open-ended questions. Flubaroo does work best when you have only a select few right answers, like a multiple choice type question. And so you can also adjust the points up to 10 points for your multiple choice questions. I'm going to go ahead and hit continue, and then it's asking, of all of the people who have submitted their responses, whose do we want to use as the answer key. So I'm going to make sure that mine is selected and then hit continue, and now it's going to grade my assignment. And as you can see, it's pretty quick. Depending on how many responses you have, it could take a little bit longer. But it tells you that it created a new worksheet for you, the summary, and then the percentage of students who got them correct, and then the overall low scoring questions highlighted in orange. And then individual kids would be highlighted in red. Because we only have one question and just a couple of students who responded, our data is not that exciting. But you can see that all of the things that Flubaroo does for us automatically, and it just adds it as a new tab on our sheet. So it's not creating an additional sheet, which can sometimes get overwhelming. So this was the sheet that Google Forms automatically created when we made our form and clicked on responses, and then Flubaroo simply made a new tab called grades on that same sheet. So then I can look and see where my students are at, and then adjust my instructions accordingly. And that's basically it. That's how you use Flubaroo. So hopefully you find that feature very useful and it saves you some time.